Awesome. Hey, so in your Primerica business now, how many of you been in Primerica less than 3 months? Less than 3 months. Okay, we got some new people here. Okay. How many of you been in Primerica less than a year? Less than a year. Okay. How many of you been in Primerica less than 5 years? 10. 30. Okay. All right, I was running out of numbers. Okay, so listen, here's what everybody in Primerica experiences. If you're brand new, don't be alarmed. It happens to everybody. So you get into Primerica and you call your family and friends, and that's your hot market, right? And you're closing life, your trainer's closing life for you, and you wake up one day and you're like, I'm going to be a millionaire in like 6 months. Okay, does that happen to anybody else besides me? I'm like, wow, this is the easiest friggin' business in the world. I should have got it a long time ago. And then you kind of you get all the, I want to say, the low-hanging fruit, right? And then you kind of plateau for a little bit here, and you're like, oh, maybe it's not, it's still a great business, but not, be going as fast as it was before. And then unless you're just like a super duper duper star, you kind of come down, and I call this the pit of despair. Okay, the pit of despair is where you realize, wow, I don't have as many people to call as when I started. Has that ever happened to anybody? Yep. Yes, okay. And it's at that point in time where you decide whether you're going to do Primerica or not. Right? Because then you got to learn what it means to actually run a business and not just go sell some life insurance to people you know. All right? And so we're going to have 2 people come up tonight and talk about how to get names and numbers, how to do prospecting in different ways, right? And this is the lifeblood of your business, okay? If you can't do this, if you don't learn the skills of this, and I'm just being real honest with you tonight, right? If you don't learn the skills of this one thing, you will not be in Primerica very long, okay? Unless you just happen to recruit a superstar and hit the lottery, okay? But that doesn't happen to very many people, right? Almost nobody, okay? So the first person who's going to come up and talk is Cindy, and she's going to share about how they do prospecting through events. Come on, Cindy, up. Let's bring her, give her a round of applause. And let's give Paul a hand as well.
I figured he'd only announce Cindy, so I wore a pink shirt just so I'd fit in.
Okay, so yeah, you need to, so I guess I would be considered, and I don't know if anybody else does this as much as I do, but I do a lot of events, a lot. I don't know if it comes from my upbringing, but I was always the #1 Girl Scout cookie seller. I was always the one, if magazine, I was always the first, I was always top, okay, when it came to that. So I guess events now would be my thing, right? So we're going to go through real quick.
Oh, sorry.
Whoa, what happened?
I know, I don't know how to fix it.
Okay. All right, so what is prospecting, right? Because we do a lot of prospecting. So I looked it up in the dictionary like I always do, right? So a prospect, the possibility or likelihood of some future event occurring. Well, I do events, right? So you want to be on these events. You want to make sure that you're looking out for opportunities to do an event. Where else are you going to see so many people, right? An apparent probability of advancement, success, and profit. What are we in this business for? Right? Success, advancement, right? And profit. Money's got to come in there too, right? And then the outlook for future. This was all in the definition, and I was surprised. The outlook for the future. What are we looking for, right? We always write down our goals for the future, guys. And then anticipation, expectation, and looking forward. You should always be looking for your next. What's my next? What's my next, right?
So part of the training is to think out of the box. It's not so much, we do these appointments and we help families all the time, but to get more people in one place, right? And a lot of you have done this, but we do moms and mom sales. We've done jobs fairs, product fairs, vendor shows. We were just up at the Big Ticket up in Gaylord last week. We got probably 55 names and numbers. We've already booked probably 12 appointments out of that. Yeah, it's about thinking out of the box, because like Greg just mentioned, you're here to build a business, okay? We went to see Chris Coop not long ago, and Chris Coop says, our function is not to stay in this business, it's to work our way out, to create freedom for ourselves and our family, right? So the more people that you can get in front of at one time and be passionate about what we do, you're going to explode your business.
So Greg also had mentioned about, where we find all the people. So today I did, and you need to be out there prospecting all the time. 14 names and numbers today and a new recruit. So, but you need to be marketing, right? So know your audience. When I go to do an event, I always figure out who my audience is, and then I find brochures and I buy them off of the company store, right? Bring materials based on that event. So do you want more out of your life and your career? Job fairs, okay? Fits it perfectly. Could your company benefit from a complimentary financial? Who are we going for? Business owners, right? And then the African American community, right? They have products in there. Look at your company store. Read over some of those brochures. It's going to help you figure out, hey, I know about an event that would fit perfectly, right? So
I think that word at the top, I think we have to use spell checker on, because I've never seen it, but what does that word say?
reciprocity.
Okay, that word. The belief that every gift received, one must be given. So you need, please go on POL, the store, the product company store. There's so many things that you can get customized to yourself. Of course, we all have the business cards on there, but the free financial analysis gift certificate, if you can zoom up on that, you can see Cindy's name and phone numbers on there. So if anybody needs a free financial needs analysis, you can call that number. But do it for yourselves, guys, because it just, it's all about presentation, okay? And if you haven't seen the Money Works book, I know Kristen has gone over that with a great training before. But that's another thing where, and Cindy will show you on some of the surveys here, is that if you book an appointment today, or if you book an appointment, now of course you don't hand that out before the appointment, but once you get there, okay, that's a free gift. And those are $1 a piece on the company store. So
80 cents.
Is it 80 cents? Okay, so it went down. Okay, all right. So that's even better. We get more for our money. Right, plus the shipping. If you do Amazon Prime, you get free shipping, but I don't think Primerica has it yet. But anyway, there's so many good things on the company store to promote your business. We have a KT packet that we have, and Assad taught us a lot of this. Of course, he teaches us everything, but to have that stuff handy. The difference between life and group insurance and whole life and all that kind of stuff. There's so many flyers on there to just start off having some of that just for your own knowledge.
Okay, so the last thing is surveys. You always, when you do an event, want to have a survey with you, okay? What a better way to go up to somebody and say, would you take a couple minutes and just fill out my survey, right? And then, of course, they're going to ask you, well, what's it for, right? Well, let me show you. And so it says, free book on how money works, right? So if I could show you how to save money in all of the things that you're purchasing already today, would that make a difference in your life? Well, some people are going to say, yeah, right? So we want to make sure that we're doing that survey. Give them a survey to look at. Assad has those 2 surveys on his website. One is, so if you're going into a business, right, you don't want the one survey because it says that you can recruit people and you're taking them away from their business. We don't want to do that to business owners, right, because we want their business. So use the other survey that does not have that on there, but they're pretty much similar except for that little tagline on the bottom. So, yeah.
I just want to say one more thing. One more thing, too, that I think is very important is that all of us go to restaurants, we go to barbershops, we go here, there, and the other place. And a lot of us befriend the owner, okay? And when you do this passionately and tell the owner that, look, what we do in this company, and we can make you look like a hero, okay? Because you have employees here. Or employees mean people that need our help, right? But you have employees here that we could present something to them coming from you, okay? You're not just an average person that owns a business. You care about your employees. And this is what we can do, what you can do, to go talk and sit with him one-on-one, or her, whoever, and say, look, I can come in here, do a 5-minute talk, and hand out one of these surveys, right? And help everybody that you work with. It helps with turnover, it helps with all kind of stuff, it helps with morale, everything in businesses.
Good nugget.
That's it.